OnlyFans.
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 They had this one lady who was saying she made $40 million this year on OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, that's nuts.
40 million.
Former teacher in the Metro speaks only to locally to 4 about being outed for bearing it all.
When that Franklin County woman's OnlyFans page was found, she was pulled from the classroom.
Then Brianna Coppage voluntarily resigned.
What if I told you that there's a TikTok house making millions by exposing kids to content they should never be seeing? Welcome to the Bop House, where the blueprint is simple. Attract young followers, push explicit content, and cash out. But the real question is, how is this even allowed? And what does it say about our generation, social media, and the new definition of fame? Housing some of the most popular OF girls is the Bop House, one of many influencer mansions that operate under a simple formula. Create viral TikToks, rack up followers, and monetize those in the most questionable ways possible. These houses act as content farms, where influencers collaborate, stage viral trends, and maintain an image of a perfect lifestyle, with the real goal, to funnel their audience into more profitable platforms like OnlyFans. I've seen their TikToks and Reels everywhere. However, who's falling into this trap? Here's the problem.
They'll then start an OnlyFans. And so men will subscribe to get small messages from them, or, to get individualized photos or videos from them. And these women make an extraordinary amount of money.
Yeah.
And it's really quite shocking. So they're making, way more than they've ever made in their life doing this.
While TikTok is technically a platform for all ages, it's dominated by teenagers.
You think would be the appropriate age to have a child get on TikTok?
Our approach is to give differentiated experiences for different age groups and let the parents have these conversations with their children to decide what's best for their family.
And when you have influencers promoting their OnlyFans, spicy content, and exclusive paywall material, you create a pipeline straight from TikTok to explicit content. Think about it for a second. A 14-year-old follows a TikToker for fun dance videos, but suddenly they start seeing links to exclusive content in the bio. Curiosity kicks in, they click, and before they know it, they're exposed to content they never intended to see. This is deliberate, it's designed to reel them in. Let's talk about 2 of the biggest names in the game, Camila Araujo and Sophie Rain. If you've been on TikTok, you've seen their faces.
Look at these cars. Yo, excuse me, what do you do for a living? How do you have this car?
I'm gonna ask her. I gotta
What do you guys do for a living to have these cars? Like her too? Oh, thanks. Yeah, cool car.
They present themselves as relatable, funny, and cool, but beneath the surface, they're part of a much bigger trend. Both Camilla and Sophie have mastered the art of suggestive marketing, pushing the innocent but spicy aesthetic, while knowing a huge portion of their audience is underage. They'll post a harmless TikTok challenge one day, and then the next they're hinting at the secret content hidden behind the paywall. Because they're so well linked and idolized, their young fans are more than willing to go follow them wherever they go. This is how influence works. It creates a fantasy. A fantasy that says if you act like this, if you dress like this, and if you buy this content, you can be like them. But in reality, it's a carefully well-crafted business strategy designed to make them millions.
Lady who was saying she made $40 million this year on OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, that's nuts.
40 million.
And she's a virgin.
Social media stars aren't just entertainers anymore. They're parasocial masterminds. They make their young audience feel like besties, using psychological tricks to build loyalty and trust. And here's how they do it. Firstly, oversharing personal stories. Whether real or exaggerated, influencers love to share struggles to create emotional bonds with their fans. Secondly, constant engagement. They reply to comments, react to DMs, and make fans feel seen, creating a false sense of friendship. And thirdly, the forbidden fruit effect. By constantly teasing mature content and warning that it's only for adults, they fuel curiosity among the younger audience. And before you know it, these kids are emotionally invested. And when someone is emotionally invested, they're more likely to spend money.
That's the whole point, right? It's a thirst trapping, like I talked about, the push to OF. In my case, it's downbed.com was my link in bio.
Let's talk numbers. A viral TikTok house with 5 million plus followers can easily make 20 to 100k per brand deal. 50k monthly from OnlyFans referrals, and 500k yearly from merch and other streams.
I thought I was rich before I met her.
Don't do it.
Dude, I honestly, bro, okay. What other cars do you have?
I designed a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, and that's really pretty. I love that car.
Designed it?
Yeah, because it takes like a year from to make it, but I went and picked out all the colors.
And what'd that
trims.
cost?
Around 500k.
So this is either an S or Ultimate.
One too bad.
People have homes that cost less than that.
And it's a Roadster.
Yeah.
Dude, this is 900k.
But it doesn't stop there. Some influencers use AI chatbots, which is fake OnlyFans DMs, to trick fans into thinking they're chatting with them. These bots send automated messages, giving the illusion of personal interaction, and fans keep paying to respond. It's pure emotional and financial manipulation. This influencer-driven culture isn't just a harmless trend. It's fundamentally shifting the values of an entire generation. Kids are growing up believing that clout is more valuable than morals, attention is currency even if it's negative, and exploiting younger audiences is just business as usual. And the worst part, nobody is stepping in to stop it.
We don't want to monetize from people who are under 13. In the US, we are COPPA compliant, and as part of that, we were deemed as I want to get these specifics right. We were deemed as a particular type of audience, mixed audience app. I want to make sure that that's right. And as a result of that, we have to provide an experience to our under 13 users in this country as well.
You might be wondering the same as me. Isn't this illegal? Shouldn't TikTok be cracking down on this? But the reality is that they won't, and here's why. TikTok profits from controversy. More engagement equals more money. OnlyFans hides behind legal loopholes. They claim to be 18+, but the top creators market to younger fans without consequences, and there's no accountability. Influencers get cancelled for a week, but then they bounce back richer than before.
A high school English teacher in Missouri named Brianna Coppage was placed on leave earlier this month and quickly resigned from her position after, as the media reports put it, she was outed as a performer on OnlyFans. And of course, the word outed is doing a lot of work here, so is the word performer.
So where do we go from here? Because let's be real, this isn't about just one TikTok house, it's a system. The younger generation need to stop idolizing influencers who exploit their fans. And most importantly, we need to start questioning what we consume. Because average people on a daily basis follow these type of people and unconsciously are entertained by the fake controversy and drama. And without knowing it, buy into this profitable rabbit hole. Because average people on a daily basis follow these type of people and unconsciously are entertained by the fake controversy and drama. And without knowing it, buy into this profitable rabbit hole. In my opinion, I don't know how these people are happy with themselves, as in reality they know exactly what's going on. And the long-term impact on our generation is unknown. The damage being done here isn't just about money, it's about how this is shaping an entire generation view on success, relationships and self-worth. Young people are being raised in an era where clout is currency, where validation comes from likes, and where selling access to yourself is seen as an easy path to wealth. When fame and financial gain are tied directly to how much of yourself you can sell, what happens to self-respect, and what happens to boundaries? This is creating a culture where nothing is truly private anymore, and where every aspect of life is performative, and where people are conditioned to believe that if you're not being watched, you don't matter. And let's not forget the mental toll. Comparison culture, pressure to maintain an unrealistic image, and the anxiety of always being on. If this continues unchecked, we're going to see a generation of kids chasing unattainable perfection, measuring their worth by their following count, and constantly seeking external validation. At the end of the day, we decide what gets attention, and if we keep rewarding people who exploit their audience for millions, then what's next? What's next in line that we're willing to cross?